try to go live on Facebook, but Facebook don't like us very much. We're going to be training Mr. Zuko today. Here he is. And let's see how he does. Probably just be working like play sport stuff. He's still pretty early on. But what I hope for you to see is his energy and enthusiasm has much improved since we started. So anybody that's been following along with Mr. Zuko will know that he's like a, I don't know, just mopey, man, like Eeyore. Couldn't get him to do nothing, and now he's definitely more motivated. So without further ado, let's make that happen. I'll try to answer some questions, but you know how it goes. I'm trying to train some dogs here. All right, let me slide this over. There you go, sir. Come over close to the window. So Zuko has a funny thing. You might see it today, but he's weirded out by cracks in the ground. So if a piece of food gets near a crack, sometimes he goes, see, it's right on the crack. He ate that one, but sometimes he goes, I ain't eating it on the crack. There's a little phobia there. So let's make it happen. It's a pretty nice day out, thank God. I think we're gonna work some play sport here. Free. Letting him make some decisions on his own. Good job, buddy. Try it from that way. See, that piece fell in the crack. He won't eat it. What the weirdest thing. If the food falls in the crack, he says, I won't eat it. So he smells it. He says, but I'm not going to eat that one. Such a strange thing. I've never seen a dog have that behavior. So we all have our issues, though, right? All right, Bubba. Okay, get the party started. Place. There you go. There you go. Place. Good job. I'm just going to really try to get that verbal charged up. It's going to be a visual, but I'm also interested how far I can take them. Just to show you, we always like to show this. No dog's perfect. No trainer's perfect. Will he know to go to place from here? Surprisingly, yes. Surprisingly. Doesn't quite understand the concept, right? Like he didn't stay on, but I did mark. We'll just put him back on while we pay him. But he's shooting off, and I got to get this free one. This free one is putting some odor over here, and it's causing some issues. Just this surprising, how powerful their nose is. The wind's blowing this way. This one little piece of food that's sitting in the crack is just putting odor all over here. So he's shooting off that's one reason he's shooting off the place board. That's not the only reason, but let's get this cleaned up. Just want to see how far away we have it. Place. Yeah. I didn't think we had it here. I mean, kind of. Kind of. That's a good boy. We were just working this yesterday, so he's putting the pieces together. It's cool too because well, we did work it here. I had the place board there instead, so it's just kind of surprising me that he's got. I don't think he's got it 100%. I mean, he's just doing better than I expected. I thought here he'd be freaking clueless. Let's see how this looks. Place. Man, not bad. Not bad. You got to stay on though, bro. There you go. Surprising me. All right, let me switch up the picture a little bit. I like to show you stuff dogs don't know. I thought he didn't quite have this, but I guess he's got it. Now we just need him to stay on, huh? That'll be so much cleaner later with the e-collar, but he's not ready for that yet. Let's switch up the picture for a little bit, just do some hand commands. Yes. So he's going to be a show dog, doing work in the conformation ring. So we need him comfortable with hands here, there, and everywhere. So they might come look at his teeth. Yes. And we need him to sit still while that happens. They might look in your eyeball. They might go, how those eyes looking? Yes. Same thing a vet might do. They might look in his ear. Yes. And we don't want him pulling away. Free. Place. He's a heavyweight. Heavyweight. Let's get that cleaned up, Bubba. Now, we're going to clean up him staying on just a little bit. Just, he's got to stay in a stand or a down. So let's try that. There you go. Good boy. That should help him out. Good boy. A little boring to watch, teaching a dog to stay. Bad click. Yes. A little bit of leash pressure will clean this up. Good boy, huh? Any interesting questions you see there while we... Anything there, Thomas?
Cassius said, how do you know he's not ready for the e-collar?
How do I know he's not ready? Because we haven't trained him. He's not at a stage to... You don't overlay the e-collar on nothing. You have to overlay it on something that they know very well. And he doesn't know anything very well. We teach that in our Unleashed course. Maybe we'll do some leash pressure while we're at it, since he obviously don't got it. Don't got it. Because that's going to help us with our stays. Look at that, buddy. Sometimes he picks up stuff quick. But that's a good question, though. Good job. So we have what I believe to be the absolute best system for teaching a dog how to be compliant with the e-collar. What we say, understand the pressure and know how to turn it off. And not just use the e-collar as a hammer. It's what a lot of old school trainers will do. A lot of people do, not knowing. They think that the e-collar is just a hammer. It is not a hammer. It's just like the leash. The leash can hammer his ass. Absolutely can. Especially hooked up to a prong collar. The leash can be a hammer. Just like your hand can be a hammer. But your hand can also pet the dog. The leash can also gently guide a dog off and gently guide them on. But the leash, big brakes. Brembo brakes if we need them. And what do I mean by that? I'm dropping food everywhere like a clown. Free. When his big 140 plus pound butt wants to go chase after something, we need to be able to put the brakes on. Collar's going to come in handy. Yes, sir. Because let's be clear, folks. Your voice by itself will never be able to control. He's going to be 170 plus pounds if he gets as big as his daddy. Just someone explain to me in the comments how my voice could ever by itself physically control 170 pounds of animal, raw power. I'm going to give you the answer. It can't, not by itself. Over time with training, yes, it will become empowered. But even your voice has no power unless you're using, hey, food, right? He's not on this place board because he telepathically understands I want him to. I didn't have a conversation with him before the camera started. Hey, listen, Zuko, when the camera rolls, go on the place board. No. Good boy. We are getting that duration, though, that I was looking for, huh? Now we're talking, baby. You know what helped me do that? The leash with a prong collar. Call PETA. Call him quick. He's abused. Look at him. He looks mopey and sad. Oh, and I've been stepping on his toes, which is also really evil. It's just balanced training, y'all. If he does a good job, we pay him. If he goofs up, we use a little bit of pressure. sometimes a lot of pressure, to remind them, like, don't do that, do this, it's better for you. This is better for you. Good job. Good job, buddy. He's figuring it out. Now, why am I teaching this right now? Well, as you saw earlier, I'm trying to get him to go on place. He goes on place and then it comes right off. So we're teaching him, it's good, that's literally what he's getting. He's getting breakfast in bed. Good job, Bubba. He's just selective. Some pieces of food he eats, some he goes, you know what, not this one. There was this piece of food in the crack. For those of you just joining us, he has a funny phobia of cracks. Sometimes he'll eat food. Oh, he'll eat most any food, but if you put the same piece of food in a crack on the ground, he won't eat it. This is the strangest thing. All right, let's see how he goes. Now, let's see if we can combine the two. I'll leave the leash on. I think I will double hook it. Big old wrinkly neck. Look at all this extra skin. He's going to grow into all that. Now, we've been wanting him to stay on. Now we contrast that with, there is a time to come off. Okay, there we go. Nice and clean, black and white. That's a party. He's figuring it out. Place. I pulled out the hand command that time to see if he'd get it. He's getting it. Good job, buddy. Let's see if we can do that a little cleaner this time. Okay. Beautiful day out, huh? Place. Good job. Now this is the interesting part. Will he stay on? Just don't like the sit. We're not doing the sit right now, player. So let's try this one out. Good job. You say hi to my neighbor, Danny. He's got a lot of grass to mow. Waiting for him to look over. He's paying attention, making sure he doesn't take out one of the fence posts. All right, look at that. That's what I was looking for. It's not fixed. He's about to come off. But he is, as long as he's in a stand or a down on the place board, he gets paid. He comes off, a little pressure. Very nice, Bubba. Very nice. Happy with that. Predicted behavior. I grabbed the leash. Okay. Not till I touch his nose or say okay or a combination is he allowed to come off. Nice and crystal clear. Place. Nice. Nice. That's what we find with Mastiffs. A little slow on the uptake, right? Like, you could do a lot of work up front, and you're like, man, is this dog stupid? But once they got it, they got it. That's the nice part. He's not manic. He's very thoughtful with what he's doing. And slow and methodical, which I can get behind. It's the opposite of Mr. Thor, the Rottweiler. That dog's just too crazy, thinks too fast, or doesn't think at all, I should say, yeah? Good boy. So we do a lot of just like freestyling with our training. Like I wanted to work the place board just because that's where we're at in our training. But what I didn't know is we were going to work stays. But then we see a problem with his training, so we fix it right then and there. And now we have the beginnings of a stay. I mean, this isn't no world record holding stay, but better than when we started 10, 15 minutes ago. Good boy, huh? Again, I'm okay with that. You shape the place board how you like it. You want like one of our trainers likes to teach an implied down on the place board. We might do that with him later. Right now, I don't care, as long as it's not a sit. The reason we don't want to sit is, again, he's going to be a show dog, and the last thing he's going to be doing in the ring is sitting. He's got to stand there and look pretty. So a lot of stands. Good. Yes. Very nice. All right, once again, we free contrast that. There is a time to come off. Uh-oh. Oh, the food fell in the crack. It's 50-50 whether he eats it. Free. It's so nice to train dogs when the weather's like this. I mean, It's about to get hot soon, but as long as we're in the shade, we're doing all right. Right, Bubba? Good job. Probably switch it up, just do a little bit of healing. He's probably going to shoot to the place board at some point. Teach him those right-hand turns. Let me know if there's another question related to what we're doing, or it's a good question. We got Thomas behind the camera making it happen. Everybody can say hi to Thomas, make his day. Let me see how his rotations are looking. Basically non-existent. He had him like a little bit, but we're gonna have to work on that for sure, Bubba, because you sloppy as hell. Look at, y'all want a Mastiff? Take a look. That's what you want?
Jacob Michael Bell, how old is he?
How old is he? He is about 13 months. We're gonna have to work on those rotations, brother. We got a long way to go. Long way to go. Right? Yeah. Place. Let's see if you figure this out. There you go. Oh, I clicked way too early. Idiot trainer. Let's get that cleaned up. Good boy, buddy. Good boy.
Said, is it always good to use a clicker instead of voice?
No, it's user's choice on that. Place. So it's a slightly different picture. That's why he's struggling. If I don't have him in heel position to go to place, it's a different picture. So we're going to generalize that now. Place. Good job. I'm clicking early for a reason, but it's kind of backfiring on me. Free. And he's starting to lose steam. I'm paying attention to that, right? His belly's getting full, so it's a little warm out. Good boy. Just want to see if he'll do it from that distance. Good job, Bubba. Always experimenting, seeing like where he's at, what needs work. He just needs a lot of work right now. But we're getting there. The first week and a half was like a wash, because he's just not in it to win it, man. Just very hesitant. Now he's my buddy, but the first week and a half, very hesitant. It literally would take us 10 or 15 minutes to put a collar on him. Just very wary, give you those whale eyes, like, who are you? We're like, I'm just trying to put a collar on. He's like, no, you're not. So, okay. So tell me it ain't true, Thomas. That first week or two, Thomas is nodding his head. It was rough, he said. It was rough. Like literally 10, 15 minutes just to get the leash on him. I mean, you could just walk up and like put it on him, but we were trying to do it the right way. In fact, we could test some of that right now. We'll do a little bit of easy game for him, see how he's doing with that. Big aversion to the prong collar. Honestly, aversion to anything you were going to put on him. He's like, hell no, don't put that on me. I don't know you like that. So you would do this, and then he'd back away. But if you pay attention closely, you should see him crane his neck forward. We taught him that. Proud to say. It's not perfect because he'll revert back to his old ways of kind of ducking and diving and backing away. But you'd go into his kennel, and then you would as soon as you open the door, he'd be backing up, and then you come in with the prong collar and he'd back up more. It's just, I don't want to be chasing him around or put him in, you know. Again, it's any collar, it didn't matter what it was. You still see the semblance of it, right? That bad behavior, that old behavior. Sometimes he backs up and then he goes, wait a second. Just see if he comes forward just a touch more for me. There we go, Bubba. That's what we're talking about. That took way too long to teach him. That's where we had to spend the first better part of a week just so we could get the prong collar on or the leash on without him making it weird, you know. And he's not a mean dog, but he's a very powerful dog. And the most dangerous dogs on the planet are the dogs that are scared. And so he's a little scared, as big and tough as he looks. He's kind of a baby underneath all of that. And he's just giving you those whale eyes like, hey, man, I don't know about that. So we took our time. Good job, Bubba. But it paid off. Good job. Free. Session's getting a little, so we're going to end it here. I want to see if we can do. Can you give him your jackpot? Will you be able to work the phone and jackpot him? All right. So my suggestion, yeah. Get that thing kind of sealed up a little bit, and then maybe hold one in one hand, one in the other, and don't even have it on your belt. Just have it in your hand, and just there you go. There you go. All right. Job, Bubba. Bite my fingers, Bubba. Job. Place. Stand behind it, please. Directly behind it. Don't jackpot him for this. It's not good enough. There you go. No jackpot for that. It's going to take two or three reps to get it pretty. Yes. Place. Good. Okay. Good. Okay. Probably the rep after this. Place. Good. Stand 1 foot closer. Okay. Job. Yeah. He does not move very gracefully. He's like a big battle tank. Place. Yes. Dump it. Good. Good job. You saw that speed on that one? That was nice. That's the way to end it. So I'm pretty happy with that. And we're going to take Mr. Thor to a card show, I think. So we won't be training him here, but I'm going to take him to a card show, just finishing him up, public place. So hopefully he does all right. If we got good internet there, maybe we'll do another one, kind of show you what it's like to bring a fully trained dog out in public. And by fully trained, I mean he's just about finished. So, but very happy with Mr. Zuko. Did great. Slow but steady progress. And he's getting it. Like, he's a little bit of a slow learner, but once he's got it, man, it's pretty good. Pretty good, I'd say. So that I'm happy with. And he's just getting better every day. I mean, that's all you could ask for. I do wish we had got him a little earlier. My sweet spot for training is like, honestly, 8 weeks old. Like, let me get him as a baby. But 4 months, 6 months, 9 months, once you hit 12 months, you get a little bit of diminished return. I think I'm saying that correctly. Like, just a diminished kind of return on you. He's going to get water, but you get the idea. When should you learn how to golf if you want to be a pro golfer? 40 years old or 4 years old? Well, go ask Tiger Woods. I think he started at like 3. So I'll grab the camera, spin it around, and appreciate it, y'all. Hopefully you enjoyed that. A little behind the scenes training there. We don't do a lot of plugging, but that's part of my job here. Got to let you know. DIY Canine, baby. You want to learn how to train your dog to be the best that it can be, regardless if it's a big ass 140 plus pound boar bull all the way down to a miniature Yorkie. We do it all, baby. 60, 70, 80 different breeds available on our platform, all different ages, breeds, temperaments, sizes. We do it all. and highly encourage you to check it out. If you want to dip your toes in the water, check out our free course, 100% free course. You'll be, I strongly believe, absolutely blown away. It is not a cheap, half-ass course. It's done very well, and give you a little glimpse behind the scenes too. Kind of talk you through the whole purpose of the free course is to help you decide what's the best form of dog training for you and your dog, because there's, first off, there's three different main platforms or groups that you could go to for your dog training, which is positive only training, old school compulsion training, and balance training. Basically, every trainer on the planet is going to fall into one of those three categories, and then you have to decide early on which way you want to go with it. And then once you do that, then you got to figure out, well, how you're going to access that training. You're going to do private training, you can do board-in training, you're going to sit at home, pick your boogers, and watch me on your iPhone or whatever training. I guess that's one way to do it. Um, but there's a few ways to access it. And anyways, we dive deep in the free course, talking about all the options, all the costs, all the pros and cons of every single option that's available, so that you can make an informed decision with your dog, and then go down that path. So just trying to save you a lot of heartache and headache and thousands of dollars. And one of the biggest reasons for that course is that we found that over 66% of dog owners waste thousands of dollars bouncing from one dog training system to the next, or one dog trainer to the next, realizing they just, they chose poorly. They chose very poorly. So we're trying to save you that heartache and get you done the right way the first time. Anyways, enough yapping from me. Highly encourage you to check out that DIY Canine. That's where it's at, baby. And then we also have our brand new second channel on YouTube. It's kicking ass and taking names, y'all. We're doing a weekly podcast, and we're talking about all kinds of stuff on that second channel. Some of it's dog training, some of it's police canine training, just all kinds of cool stuff. It's really encourage you to check it out. We're about to hit 10K on that, and actually we're about to hit 2 million on YouTube. How about that? I think we'll be hitting 2 million in about, give or take, 2 weeks, give or take. So keep an eye out for that, and just a lot more coming your way, as always. So I'm going to get Mr. Thor out. We're going to train him. Just want to say thank you all. Hopefully you enjoy your weekend. Beautiful, beautiful weather here, and just feeling very blessed today. So thank you all very much, and you guys have a fantastic, fantastic weekend. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you all.